What did you think about Bezos going to space? Does that move you at all? Are you into the billionaire space race? These space cowboys. I got to play this clip from Bezos today. Did you? I mean, we watched it on the podcast. Hang on here. Jeff, were you following Jeff Bezos go off into space today?
I have been following it, so I didn't have the ticker on my phone, so to speak. But yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I've been calling him a space cowboy. I'm going to show you this clip. He's wearing a freaking cowboy hat. Here we go.
And then I want to thank every Amazon employee and every Amazon customer, because you guys paid for all of this. So seriously, for every Amazon customer out there and every Amazon employee, thank you from the bottom of my heart very much.
So there you go. Up and down. He did it today.
Is that an appropriate hat? Like, is a Daniel Boone, like,
why
raccoon
the
skin
hat?
cap more appropriate?
Did you see what the...
Okay, we know how you feel. Go back and watch the PBD podcast, and you can find out exactly how Gerard felt about the shape of Blue Origin's rocket that went up into space. We'll just leave it. Use your own imagination. But what do you think? I mean, God, when you have all this money, and they probably do have some great intentions of what they want to do. I mean, this is going to be a business. Space tourism is going to be a thing. $200,000 to go up and back.
Yeah.
But I mean, the cowboy hat, the whole thing.
Yeah, it was nice of him to thank his $16 an hour employees.
Do you think that rubbed, like, the hardworking Amazon employees that are in the warehouses and the drivers? Do you think that pissed them off? Seeing that?
No.
Okay.
The plebeians know their place down here in the dirt on Earth, while the aristocrats fly literally above us. We should all be thankful for the government giving him $10 billion of our dollars.
Remember Sam Kinison? You know, that's the way he had this, like, young comedian special where he was talking about someone was filming an infomercial about the starving kids in Africa.
Yeah.
He's like, can't the director give him a sandwich? You know, so is that kind of the same thing?
Yeah,
I mean, at some point, you can make that argument for everybody who makes more than minimum wage.
Yeah,
but,
like, my mom used to be, when obviously we had poor portion control growing up, so my mom would be like, we were a bit impoverished, so you had to eat all the hot dogs that she was cooking, so...
well, you turned it into fuel.
Yeah. So
you were Joey Chestnut before Joey Chestnut?
Absolutely, yeah. I was more, I was a little more Rikishi, but for sure. They'd be like, they're starving kids in Africa, and I'd be like, name one. Name one.
As you're going for seconds and thirds. The thing about Bezos, though, is, he's tried so hard to get away from that nerd image that he has. Because he's a natural nerd, and he's a self-admitted nerd, and he's very nerdy. But then he's trying to be cool. You can tell he's just worked with coaches that have helped him. He's got the new girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to tell me the divorce has nothing to do with this?
No, it
Look
has
at
everything.
the shape of that rocket, people. Some people buy an F-150.
Right.
Some people buy a Corvette.
So midlife crisis? Is that what you're saying? Maybe a $30 billion midlife crisis?
Well, Bezos is what, 57?
Yeah, he's like 57 or 58. Okay. But the cowboy hat, and then he's all giddy, so that nerd part of him comes out again.
How old is he going to live to? How old do you think that this elite billionaire class of tech entrepreneurs with nanobots are going to live to?
Long time. I don't see. I mean,
think they'll live to like 110, 120?
Maybe they might find some technology that will just prolong their life. I would imagine they can do anything they want. And I don't look at him as a tremendous risk taker, other than going up into space, which I would never have done. Would you have done that? We talked about that on PBD's podcast. I would not do it. I'm not interested in space.
Yeah, I don't know. Less. I mean, Falcon's Fury at Busch Gardens was pretty big for me.
I hope you enjoyed that short clip from episode 2 of Sports Now with Tom Zenner. There's more where that came from. Here's another short clip for you to click on from episode 2, or episode 2 in its entirety right here. And don't forget to subscribe to Valuetainment Sports.